It's just blood. I know I said blood. People just need to get over it. This blood phobia thing coming out of vaginas, it's not a big deal. It's cool. It's fine. It's cool. All right, the time has come to do the giveaway. The time has come to talk about the giveaway. And what is the giveaway about? The giveaway is all about periods. That's right. You heard me right. The giveaway is going to be a Diva Cup. That's right, a menstrual cup. And I could not be more excited about it. Why? Because I love menstrual cups. I love them. And I've tried several of them. And my favorite one so far has been the Diva Cup, which I think is one of the most noticed brands as far as menstrual cups go. But there are new menstrual cups coming out every single day, probably. I don't know about day, but every single month, every single year. And I actually just found out about a new menstrual cup from a company that's actually local to Utah called Bloody Buddy. And I am so interested in seeing how the Bloody Buddy cup works, which the name alone is awesome. Anyway, all right. This video is going to be all about tips and tricks to using a menstrual cup. The reason I'm doing this video is because the menstrual cup has changed my life. Honestly, it really has, and it can change your life too. Or it can change somebody's life that you know if you're a male. So, it's gonna be dirty, it's gonna be bloody, and it's gonna be all out whatever. Everything, nothing is off limits, nothing is TMI in this video. I will be discussing whatever. I'm going to go over everything that I do from start to finish when I start my period and how I use the cup and what my routine and everything about it. So first things first, the first time I ever heard about a menstrual cup was probably about 6 years ago. I was driving with a friend in a car and she looked at me and she said, "Have you heard about these cups that you use on your period?" And I looked at her and I was like, "What are you talking about?" And she was like, "Yeah, like it collects your blood and then you dump it in the toilet." And all I could think was, ew, no, who would, no, gross. Because your first thought when you hear menstrual cup and then you hear what it does is you're like, blood everywhere. There's gonna be blood everywhere. And that's not really the case. I mean, blood does get places, but not in a scary way. It's a part of you. You're just gonna have to embrace it and love it and whatever. I'm not asking you to war paint with it. Okay, that was pretty gross. I just grossed myself out, I'll be honest. But little did I know that a few years later, I would become a huge advocate for menstrual cups. Funny story about this giveaway. I didn't get sponsored to do this giveaway. This is honest to goodness, just paying it forward in a sense. I got the Diva Cup just, I think 2 weeks ago as a gift, and I already have one. And if you don't know this already, menstrual cups last years. So unless you're trying different brands, if you find one that you like, you don't really need another one unless you want a spare. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it away because I love my menstrual cup and I want every woman to get the chance to try it out. And if that means that I can give it to somebody, then that'd be amazing. So I'm like, it's giveaway time. And not only that, but there's going to be 3 things in this giveaway. There's going to be, wait for it, the Diva Cup, an Ecolips chapstick. I know it's not that big of a deal, but it is because it's amazing and I love it. And Love Beauty and Planet Lotion. These 3 things are now going to be things that I've talked about on the channel that I love and use. I use this every day and I use Ecolips every day and I use this, you know, a week out of the month, well, 5 days out of the month. So let's talk about this. All right, so this is the Diva Cup that I'm going to be giving away. It is a Model 2, and for those of you who don't know, Model 2s are typically across the board for any company doing menstrual cups. It's for women that have had children or women over the age of 25 or 30. And I'm 30 and I've had 3 children, 3 kids. So the Model 2 is for me, but that even if you're not over the age of 25 or you haven't had kids, the Model 2 might be what you need. I mean, it's not my fault I have a heavy flow and a wide set vagina. Am I right? I've been using super tampons since I can remember. And I don't know if that's just because I have heavy flow. Maybe not everyone has a heavy flow. But the first couple days are massacre status. Like it looks like somebody could have died. Let's be honest. And I know that's graphic, but we're being honest here, right? We're being real. So anyway, this is the one I'm giving away. The Model 2, it's gonna be great and amazing and awesome. There's no latex on it. It's 100% medical grade silicone. And like I said, this thing can last years. So I'm going to tell you what I do from start to finish, like I already said, and I'm going to demonstrate. Whoa. I'm not actually going to demonstrate, but I'm going to show you what I do with the cup. The cup I'm going to be demonstrating with, though, is this one. This is not a Diva Cup. This is a Lena cup. And I tried the Lena cup and it wasn't for me. It didn't fit my insides the way that it needed to. And you'll find that you'll either find greatness in the Diva Cup or the Lena cup, or hey, the Bloody Buddy cup, if that's what you want. Sometimes you have to try on a few or insert a few to find what you like. But this is the one I'm going to be showing you and talking about, because across the board they're pretty similar, but this one actually is a bit different in shape. It kind of has a bell shape. It kind of flares out like that, and I think that that's maybe one of the reasons why it didn't work well with me. But across the board, all of them have this thing. Oops, that got a little weird. These ridges for gripping when you're inserting and removing, and they have these little holes so they can suction properly. Okay, so let's get into it. Literally. The first thing that I do when I start, oh wait, I forgot something super important. This goes all out to all the people, partners, relationship people that you're in relationships with, whoever, significant other. This is a warning, or not even a warning, a please, a plead. Just remember that your girl, she's gonna be having a hard week, okay? And she might want some drugs. When I say drugs, I mean she might want some chocolate. This is a little bag of drugs. And this might help her get through the week, or 5 days, or 3 days, or whatever she needs it, whenever, however long. Also, be gentle, be nice, use soft touch, okay? Because you don't want to get your head ripped off. I don't like ripping heads off. I mean, I am a ginger, but that's for another story. Anyway, alright, so that's the first thing. If you need some comfort stuff, then do it. Don't be ashamed. Have some chocolate if you want some chocolate. If someone comes into the room and you have a smear all over your face, it's fine. Just say it's Shark Week and they'll understand. Okay, rewind, go back. You start your period. The first thing that I do when I start is I get a small pot and I put almost to the top of the pot water in it. About 2 inches from the top. That's how much I fill up with water. I bring it to a boil and I put about a tablespoon of baking soda in it. And I boil my cup every single time I start my period for that cycle. Because I just feel like it's extra clean and it makes me feel like I'm not gonna get any situations down there, if you know what I mean. Ain't nobody got time for a yeast infection or UTI. Am I right, ladies? So I just like to be, on the safe side as far as that kind of stuff goes, extra clean. Okay, you boil your cup for 5 minutes, right? That's what I do. You can choose to do that or not. It's just what I do. I then go in the bathroom and I have a special glass dish that I always use during my cycle, and I just tuck it away. This is the one I actually use, the cup that I actually use. When I'm done, I just put it in its bag, put it in the glass dish, and tuck it away. So this just helps after you've rinsed your cup out when you've removed it and emptied it, and then you rinse it out in the sink, you can put your cup in this glass dish while you're doing your other bathroom duties, if you know what I mean. I don't know what that entails, and no one needs to know what that entails. We're just talking about this today. So you can put it in there for the time being. If you need to rinse your hands off in between bathroom duties and putting this back in, then that's totally awesome and great. This is just a safe place to put your cup while you're doing those things, okay? So then when you're ready to insert, this is what I do when I insert. This is the fold that I like to use. This is not the fold that you have to use, but I found it to be the best fold. First of all, you're gonna sit on the toilet and you're gonna be facing straight forward, okay? You are going to then take your cup and you're going to fold it down. If this is the fold you'd like, there's a couple different other folds. And you're gonna make this cute little heart or U shape. I don't know why I do that voice, but I just want to because it's just supposed to be cute, okay? Then you are going to insert it directly like this. Not like this, not like this, not like this, like this. Straight back, okay? And as you wiggle it in, your beautiful and amazing vagina will open up for this gloriousness. And it'll be like, come in, we've been waiting for you. I mean, it might not have a welcome sign, but you catch my drift. Okay, so slowly it will open up like this, okay? And you'll want to let go. You'll want to release from this about halfway once you have it about halfway in. So you're gonna put it in to about this point right here, and then you can slowly kind of let it open, okay? And then what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna slowly just move it right in, okay? And you don't want to have this be pushed down at all. When you know that it's suctioned to your cervix, nice and tight up there, you're gonna be able to twist it like this inside. You're gonna be able to hold this grippy part here, and you're gonna be able to twist it just like this without any fuss. If it's not suctioned, it's gonna be harder to twist. You're gonna rotate it completely around, probably at least 3 times to make sure it's nice and suctioned. It's gonna be pretty far up there. This stem can be clipped. I actually don't think I clipped mine. I like it being a little bit longer because it can go decently far up, you know, and this might be a good guide. It's just weirding me out still. It can be a decent guide if you still have it a little bit long. Now, if it's bothering you and poking your underwear, then you can go ahead and clip it so it's a little bit shorter. So anyway, this can be used as kind of a guide. If you've got it in there and you can twist it easily like this, it's nice and suctioned, okay? And you can even, and once it's like this, you can even push it up further a little bit and just twist it one more time just to make sure. This doesn't take long. The first few cycles, it's a learning curve, and it could be a very large learning curve. But I'm telling you, it's 100% worth it. Okay, when it comes time to remove, first of all, the first few days or first couple of days of my period are very heavy, and so I usually have to change my cup out or empty it out every 8 hours. After the second day though, I leave mine in for 12 to 24 hours because it doesn't get filled up. It's medical grade silicone and there's nothing to worry about. It's not gonna hurt you. So when you're ready to empty it, you'll feel it kind of lose suction a little bit. It will just feel a little bit different. But when you have it in and it's not filled up to the brim or even halfway, you shouldn't feel this at all. You can't even tell you're on your period when this sucker's in there, okay? There's no string hanging out. This isn't even really hanging out. It shouldn't be anyway. So you are going to stick your finger up. You're gonna get nice and personal with yourself. And there's nothing to be scared about because this is your body. Your body is doing this amazing thing and taking care of you, and there's nothing scary about sticking your finger up there, okay? You're gonna stick your finger up and you're gonna kind of, well, no, before you do that, you're gonna bear down. You're gonna bear down almost like you're taking a poop, but kind of more focused towards the front. So you're gonna bear down a little bit and you're just gonna push this a little bit and you'll feel this start to bud a little bit right here, this part. And that's when you'll be able to kind of squeeze it with your fingers. You're gonna move it up just a little bit And then you're gonna kind of fold it a little bit like this to break the suction. You have to break the suction. You will not be able to pull this out if you don't break the suction. It's tight on that cervix. So you're gonna break the suction, and then you are going to very gently, holding it like this inside, bring it out of your vagina, dump it in the toilet. Make sure you have a good grip on these things, okay? You don't want to drop this in the toilet. You don't want to be boiling in baking soda all over again, okay? So just make sure you have a nice firm grip on the cup. All right, after you've emptied it, you are then going to do the process of rinsing it out, putting it in the glass dish, doing your other business, and then putting it back in. Obviously, you're just gonna fold it again, insert it again, get it up there, let it expand, twist and turn. If it doesn't seem like it's, you know, puffing out all the way like this, then stick your finger up there and kind of make some room for it to grow, okay? And then you'll be set. You'll do that every 8 to 12 to 24 hours until your period's done. And then when you are done with your cycle, you will remove it, break the suction, do all those steps. And then what I like to do is I like to actually wash with Diva Wash after I use it. I don't boil it again after the cycle. That's for the beginning of the cycle. But I do give it a nice rinse with the Diva Wash. Now at first I didn't use a wash, but I ended up, I just felt like I needed to. So I do this. The boiling is for the first of the cycle. The wash is for the end of the cycle. Like I said, you don't have to use a wash. You can just rinse it out with hot water and put it nicely in its little baggie again. Totally preference, it's just my routine. Like I said, I don't want any weird situations happening in my downstairs. Okay, so that about does it for this. I hope that I answered some questions you may have had, or maybe made it seem a little less scary. Yes, you're gonna get blood on your fingers, but I'm telling you, it's really not bad. It's better than doing tampons by far. By far. You don't know what's in those tampons. You don't know the chemicals in those tampons, or pads for that matter. And this isn't to be hating on pads or tampons. A lot of people like and enjoy using those. Just from my experience, this has been life-changing. My period has gone from 7 days to about 4.5 to 5 days. And I literally forget I'm on my period when I use the cup. So there you have it. I hope this inspires you to join the giveaway. Let's get to the giveaway information. All right, to win this glorious cup, there's 3 things that you need to do, okay? The first thing that you need to do is make sure that you are subscribed to the Bonus Bunch YouTube channel, okay? We don't want you to miss anything, and we post a video every day. It's a variety show. It's fun, it's cool, wonderful, awesome, amazing, okay? Number 2, we'd like you to be following us on Instagram, okay? Not hard, Bonus Bunch, the Bonus Bunch on Instagram, and you just gotta follow us. Easy peasy, right? And the third thing is we'd like you to comment and tag a friend in your comment on the Instagram post, okay? So those are the 3 things that you need to do. We can't wait to see who wins this. Hey, it might be a small pool. You never know. So I would definitely be entering this. I can't wait to send these 3 items to whoever wins this. Do not forget to like this video. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. And please, please, please comment. Comment your situation with what you've dealt with menstrual cups, tampons, pads, whatever. I would love to give you tips. Personally, I will gladly help you if you have questions. I am such a huge advocate of this cup, not only for yourself, but for the planet, for everything, really. It's amazing. It's life-saving and changing, people. Anyway, from one heavy flow wide set vagina to another, sayonara.